Hey, what's up? Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. Today I've got my very first lineup video of 2025. I'm super stoked to be back with lineup videos. I feel like it's been forever. So anyway, this one is going to be January and February. I have my lineup solidified through May. I'm just waiting for some foil to come in from Hannah, which should be in soon. So this video will be January and February, and then the next lineup will be March, April, and May. After that, I'm still not sure if I'll do bi-monthly or quarterly. I don't know, still figuring that out, but there will be some form of lineup video for every spread this year. I was using B6s last year, but that was just too hard to keep track of, and print pression closed, so I can no longer get the sleeves. So I just figured I would go back to the binder system, and so far so good. Large glittery binders are, as it turns out, much harder to lose than a small B6. So far, so good. Hopefully it stays that way, but I will link everything that I use down below. And then for the sleeves, I'm using the double ones. There are some that are like quads, but I believe these are like photo or postcard protectors, something to that effect. I'll have these linked down below as well, but I like to do the kit on top and then the foil on the bottom. That way everything is just laid out. I can see what I have, I can see what I need, and it is just so easy. It makes the lineup process so easy and so fun. These date or weekly stickers are from SPC, so I'll have her shop linked down below as well. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in here. So for the week of December 30th through January 5th, I'm using the Resolutions kit from SPC. And to go along with that, let me move this binder out of the way actually. Okay. All right, so we've got the Resolutions kit, and then I'm using Hunter Green Solids, and these are from Plannahannah. I do have a code with Plannahannah. You can use Domi15 to save, and I will also pop my little freebie up on the screen. And then for the foil bundle, I've got the Firework bundle from SPC in Lav Hollow, and it is so pretty. And we've got the cute little firework underlays. So yeah, that is my little combo for the week of New Year's. So for the week of January 6th through the 12th, I'm using Deck the Halls, also by SPC. And I'm just now realizing that I did not foil solids yet for this, so I can't decide if I'm going to use Hunter or black. I think I'm leaning black, but foil wise, this is my favorite foil color from SPC, and it matches so much, and I just really feel like everybody should use it all of the time. But I'm using a sparkly green confetti bundle from SPC. There you can see the color. It is so pretty, but it matches the green in this kit so well. And to add a little razzle dazzle, I'm going to be pulling in the string lights underlays and then the lights washi overlays from Plannahannah, and I just think that's going to tie in the light pinks in the kit super well. So yeah, that is that combo. For the week of January 13th through the 19th, which is my mama's birthday, I am using Winter Fairy Tale from PinkDiamondPlannerCo, and this is just the prettiest, most ethereal winter kit. So to really play into that, I'm using a combo of coral and purple hollows. So I've got the coral solids. You can kind of see the little combo there, but I think that's going to be so pretty. So we've got the coral solids, and then just a bunch of random things here. So we've got I think these are the holly berry underlays. All of this foil is from Hannah, of course. So, oh no, these are not underlays. These are definitely header overlays. Okay, so we've got those. We've got the modern tree overlays. And then the snow mixed overlays, which are just cute little snowflakes. And then I've got the birch underlays, and then the Xmas Tree 1 washi overlays. So yeah, that is that combo. I'm super stoked for this one. It's kind of an out there combo, but I just think that is so pretty. And then for the week of January 20th through the 26th, for no reason in particular, LOL, shoot me, I'm using the Blast Off kit because that was the week all of our lives went to hell. So I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. There will be a plan with me for this week because it was chaotic, unrelated to a certain individual who was sworn into office that week. It was a very chaotic week for me personally. So there will be a plan with me on that week. I love ice with this. I think that is so pretty. So I'm using ice solids, and then I have part of a Sparkly Hollow Celestial bundle from SPC. And then I thought that it would be pretty to pull in some shimmer underlays in Lav Hollow. And then I also have the rockets from Hannah in Pixie Hollow. So that's kind of that whole vision. I don't know if I want to layer. Hey, stand by. Okay, look how pretty the Lav Hollow is over the ice. Like that alone I think is beautiful. And now I kind of want a Lav Hollow ice mixed metal bundle. I think that would be so pretty. Anyway, I want to see how the rockets look over it. Yeah, okay, that's kind of the vision there. So yeah, I think I'm going to do another triple layering moment because that is really pretty. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but in person it's so pretty. Okay, anyway, that's the vision for that spread. And next up for the week of January 27th through February 2nd, I'm using Winter Warmth by CaressPress, which is still to this day some of my all-time favorite winter art. It is just so pretty. Darcy killed it with this one. And on that note, throughout this year, you are going to see some recycled combos from last year that I ended up not using because I just ended up not planning that week. My 2024 planner is very incomplete, LOL. So we're just pretending that year did not happen, and we are moving on to 2025 at this point. So yes, you may have seen this in a lineup last year if you watch my lineup videos, but I'm going to be using that for January 27th through February 2nd because it's just like the perfect transition into February kit in my opinion. I believe last year I had light purple underlays slated to go with this kit, and I still think it would be very pretty. However, I am using light purple the following week, and I didn't want to do that back to back. So I am going a little rogue and using Hunter Green underlays. There are a lot of really pretty green tones in the kit, and I think this will just add a little bit of contrast and a little bit of visual interest. And then over those, I'm still going to be using Celestial Foil in Gold Hollow. I've got the bundle from SPC, and then the Stars and Moons underlays from Plannahannah. And I think Gold Hollow and Hunter Green are such a pretty combo together, and I think that it's going to complement the kit so well. So that is everything for January. All right, so February 3rd through February 9th, I am using Sweethearts by SPC, and I love this art. It is so classic Valentine's, but it feels very vintage. It's more of a muted color scheme, I would say, where it's like very classic Valentine's colors, but not as bright. So it definitely has like a little bit of a vintage feel. And this is a kit that I will repurchase time and time again. I just think it's so freaking cute. So foil wise, I'm using a combo of light purple solids and Pixie Rose Gold overlays. So we've got the confetti heart header overlays and then the heart for bottom washi overlays. And then we've got some heart garland overlays, some, what are these? Quote box overlays. And then we've got the confetti for overlays and then the groovy heart underlays. The pattern is kind of hard to tell on camera with the Pixie Rose, but I just feel like these underlays match this kit so perfectly. So I'm very stoked for this combo. So then for the week of Valentine's Day, which is the 10th through the 16th, I'm using Pixelated Love from SPC, and you already know. This is a top tier 20 out of 10 kit, perfection, absolutely not a single goddamn note, perfect. And this is the combo that I am arguably the most excited about in this lineup, possibly all year, question mark, I don't know, but I'm stoked. So first, I'm using a combination of Purple Hollow, Confetti Purple, and Pixie Red. So overlay wise, I've got the Self Care 4 in Confetti Purple, and then Shine Mixed in Purple Hollow, and then the Cherries in Pixie Red, and we've got the header overlays and then the washi overlays. So we've got Purple Hollow solids. We've got Pixie Red grids, and then the cassettes in Confetti Purple. I'll tell you how we got to this conclusion. So first, in the bottom washi, there's like a grid with like the lips. So I wanted to do kind of like a layering over grid moment. And then also like the cassettes, like I just really wanted to like lean into that. So I was torn between doing Purple Hollow and then the light purple. And ultimately when I did my swatches, the Confetti Purple and the red didn't pop as well on the light purple. So we are going Purple Hollow instead, and there you can kind of hopefully see the vision, but I just think it looks so sick, and I am so hyped for this spread. I think it's gonna be so good, and I cannot wait. And you guys are about to LOL when you see my next combo in comparison to this, because it's arguably the most tame combo I've done in years, like actual years. So on the literal full other side of the spectrum, we've got Creme by CaressPress, and this is just like the lightest, airiest kit, and I just think it's so pretty, and it's been in my collection forever, and there's just something very like soft and romantic about it, so I figured we would slot it in for February. Well, okay, this is subject to change because I did just order new underlays to go with this because Hannah came out with like a really pretty kind of arch underlay. So I did order those. So when those get in, I may do a switch up. But for now, I've got a matte silver, matte bronze foil bundle from SPC. And I just think the tones of that are perfect for this kit. And then I've got the half circles in pearl. And then the solids, I believe, in taupe. I believe the other underlays I ordered are in matte bronze, so I will see how I feel about things when those underlays come in, but this is just like the general concept, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so last up for the week of February 24th through March 2nd, we have I Love You So Matcha by SPC, and this art is so freaking cute. It is the literal perfect transition kit from February to March, and I just love my combo with this. I love this art. I'm so excited to plan that week. I think it's going to be the freaking cutest. So overlay wise, I've got the Daisies bundle from SPC in lemongrass, of course. I'm so stoked for it to be lemongrass season again. Y'all know it is my signature foil color. We love her, obsessed. And, you know, through the fall and winter, there aren't too many opportunities to use her, so we're back and better than ever. And then I've got lemongrass solids, of course. And then to layer over that, I've got the heart checkers in, I believe this is matte blue, and I've got the washi as well. But like, do we see the vision? Is this not going to be the cutest spread you've ever seen? All right, I'm going to stop yippity yapping here, and all of these shops as well as my lineup setup will be linked down below if you would like to check any of it out. My socials will also be linked down below if you would like to follow me anywhere else and be friends anywhere else. That would be cool. All right, that's that on that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later days.